Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Smash JT. In this episode, I want to discuss Nintendo announcing the end of the Wii Shop Channel, how they slid this news under the rug, why it's important, and what it means for the future of gaming in general. The Wii Shop Channel on the Nintendo Wii marked a major milestone in Nintendo's history, as it was Nintendo's largest leap into digital game distribution. And while the Super Nintendo classics were coming out at around midnight last night across the country, Nintendo quietly made an announcement that on January 31st, 2019, the Wii Shop Channel will close its doors for good. And while it doesn't sound like the biggest deal ever, I mean, how many people do you really know that are actually still buying games on the Wii Shop Channel? If you dive a little bit further into the details of this announcement, it kind of gives you a glimpse of what the future of digital gaming holds, and it's a very scary picture. By Nintendo announcing this, it confirms to me that Nintendo knows how big of a deal this is, and how they want to slide it under the rug as quietly as possible. While everyone's busy opening their SNES Classic Editions today, Nintendo just quietly slid under the rug some gigantic news about their future of digital gaming. And while this means very little in the grand scheme of things for Nintendo right now, and I might sound like the boy who cried wolf because it doesn't really affect anything, it reiterates a lot of the fears that people have for the future of downloadable content. Take for example, if you purchased NBA 2K18, the physical version of that game, put it into your Nintendo Switch, and they require you to add an SD card so that you visit the store and download a ton of extra content just to be able to play the game. Now fast forward to the future 10 to 15 years and Nintendo's closing down the Nintendo Switch eShop, therefore making it impossible to get your game after that point. And that's exactly why this moment is extremely important. What does this mean for the future of gaming? Even for those people out there that only buy physical copies of games, those games are coming with downloadable content that are required to play the game before you can actually boot it up. And this is something that a lot of these publishers aren't really concerning themselves about. They're living in the present and they're not considering the future repercussions of doing things like this. So for me, Nintendo closing down the eShop in 2019 is a gigantic deal. And in case you're wondering how it's going to close down, they're allowing you to add funds until March 27th of 2018. After that, you won't be able to add any more funds to your eShop, and you're limited to what you can purchase based off of money you've put into it up until that point. What this also says to me is that Nintendo's probably planning on somehow transferring the Wii Shop to the Nintendo Switch eShop. Or at least in a perfect world, that's what they'd be doing. But this is Nintendo, and God only knows what they're actually going to do. For once, it would be nice to have a little bit of reassurance from these companies that are closing down these downloadable sites that they plan on transferring them to somewhere else where you can continue purchasing and downloading these games. If for nothing else, digital preservation for the future. You don't want to lose these games. And more importantly, you don't want people to miss out on the opportunity to play these great games that only existed at a certain point in time. Anyways, those are my thoughts on this issue. I just want to get the news out there to you guys and hear your perspective on what you think about Nintendo closing down the Wii eShop. Is it a big deal? Am I overreacting to this? Let me know in the comments section below, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one.